Hey guys, Kev here, and I have another new prototype for you to check out. So this, is the Divo Knives Nip Lite. So this is our budget version of the Nip. If you guys remember the Nip, we did titanium and we did camo carbon scales and we did S90V steel. These will be aluminum and possibly G10 and then 154. This is a prototype, so it's D2. So that's the plan, and then we're going to try to sell these for somewhere around $100. Might be a little more, but you know, we always have coupons and whatnot, so hoping it'll be right around 100. And yeah, the idea with this is to get you guys a ultra affordable nip, which, you know, I know that some people will say the nip was already affordable, being $175 in camo carbon and S90V, but there's people out there that only want to spend $100, and we want to make sure those people get a Divo as well. And I think it'll be good for people who just want a knife to use and beat up and whatnot. Or if you just want a nice knife that's a little more affordable. So it kind of works out. We did test out a new blade shape as well, a Hawkbill. So you'll see at the end of this video where I did some testing with this. And I don't know, I've been talking to Colin about it, and the feeling on it is we might scrap it. We might scrap the Hawkbill. I think we'd have to make it a lot more aggressive, more of a recurve, because as of now, the way that it cuts, I'll show you, I have some cord here. When you pull on the cut, it'll slide up to the tip and then kind of cut that last corner there, right? But the purpose of a Hawkbill is to really get through stuff like this, right? Where if you take the straight edge version or the sheep's foot version of the nip and you get it in the same position, it just cuts right through. So to me, it doesn't make sense to offer a Hawkbill if it's not going to do what a Hawkbill should do, right? Now, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong on how that should work. Yes, it has this nice hooked tip, so cutting into boxes and cutting cardboard and stuff is a little nicer, but you already have a nice point on here you can get to. And so I thought the added benefit of the recurve would be that you could do, you know, cut stuff like that, like cord and zip ties and stuff easier. But I'm finding that it literally drags it to the very tip, and then the tip has to hook it and cut it and hope that it cuts it. So either this isn't as sharp as this one, or it just needs a way more aggressive Hawkbill, and that's probably why some Hawkbills maybe are better than others. It just needs to be a lot more of a recurve, in which case it might defeat the purpose because it's so small. You're going to lose a lot of that hollow grind, and I don't know. So I think we might scrap it. We're not decided yet. If we do the Hawkbill, it'll probably be in a limited amounts. You won't see, you know, half of the knives being Hawkbill. It would just be, you know, a small amount, but not sure yet. I do like it. I love the idea of it, but it needs to work. And if it's not going to work, then we're not going to do it, you know? Plus, this already looks great. So it's kind of silly to mess with it if it's not going to benefit anybody. So the versions we have here are blue aluminum, and we did change the aluminum. Kubi has told us that the aluminum is more durable than the one we used on that one growler where it scratched real easily. This is supposed to be a more durable coating, and you can see that it's more durable. It's more of a hard anodizing versus just like an anodizing. We will be testing that. One downside, so this one's blue with belt satin everything, which is nice. We did switch to the wire clip. We are going to have that clip change to a more low profile clip or have it seat down lower so this doesn't stick out as much, so you don't feel it in the palm as much. So we'll update that. But we thought the wire clip kind of made more sense for this version of it. Forget, what was I going to say? I was talking about the versions. Sorry, I'm lost here. Anyway, I'll remember. So we have the blue with satin and belt satin. Then we have a red all blacked out. So you have blue and red, right? Then you have a gray aluminum with black hardware and purple accents. Black wash blade. Really nice. I really dig this one quite a bit. And then we have a G10 version. And now, Kubi made a few mistakes in prototyping along the way. One of which was they actually didn't do the Hawkbill the way we wanted. They had it like straight edge to here, and then it started recurving. And we got the pictures, and we're like, what? So they changed it to this, where the recurve is throughout. But I think even our file was more aggressive. But I think it would have to be a lot more aggressive to be useful. But yeah, they did that. They left the milling off on the G10. I don't know if they just couldn't do the milling. See those milling lines up there and the scalloping right there. They didn't do that on the G10 one. I do actually kind of like the G10 one. It feels good in hand. I don't know if people would opt for G10. I mean, I guess it would end up being a little less expensive. So maybe that would be a benefit to a G10 one, but it does feel pretty good in hand, although I really like the way the aluminum feels. So this one's green G10, black collar, satin hardware, and satin blade. Hawkbill on that one. So those are the 4 versions we came up with, all subject to change for production. I think the blue and the red are pretty sweet. Honestly, you could probably go both ways, so she said on these, right? You could do the blue with satin and then do the red with satin. Actually, I don't know if the red with satin would look that good, but the blue with black would definitely look good, you know? I'm sure the red would look okay. I could probably test that. I really like this one with the gray. It's really grown on me. It's just different, and that's kind of cool to have something a little bit different. And then, you know, the G10. So we'll see. We might stick with this or change. You know, the G10 colors aren't as good as the aluminum. Maybe we could find a more of a poppy color, like a purple aluminum, or teal or something versus this. But yeah, we'll figure it out, and we'll get these ordered, and hopefully just have a drop for you guys at some point, and that'll be that. But let me know your thoughts on it. I'll throw in that cutting footage. I wasn't, you know, I was trying to be positive in it, but, you know, afterwards I came up and I put this on a honing rod and strop a little bit, and it's sharp, but it's not the best cutter, and I just don't know if it makes sense, you know? I just don't know if it makes sense. As much as I want to have it exist and I want to have that Hawkbill, I don't want to force it. You know, we want to sell quality knives that make sense. And, you know, as much as we aren't crazy users, we try to make our knives very usable and comfortable in the hand and have them have good geometry and cut really well. And I think we've done a good job with that. So just to do it, I don't think it's worth it. Also, they forgot the jimping on the spine, and that jimping will be there. That was on the original nip. Hardware and everything is titanium. So your collars, your pivot, these screws, clip screws, that's all titanium. Oh, one other thing is you'll see these marks from the clip. See, there's those under there. So I asked Kubi from now on if they could put a piece of plastic underneath the clips for us going forward, and they said they could do that. So I think on, hopefully, all of our knives, you'll just have a little thing under there so that, you know, that doesn't happen. Because I reversed the clip, I'm left-handed, and then boom, I have that mark. It'd be nice to have it be clean for the person flipping the clip. Or even people who don't want to clip. They just want to take it off and drop it in pocket. Now you have marks, you know. That is the one benefit to G10. You really don't have much in terms of marks. A little bit, but not much. They dialed all of these in. I mean, the flippers, the detents, they're all perfect, honestly. They did a great job on these. So that is the Nip Lite, we're calling it. Sticking to our, you know, alcohol theme. It's kind of like Bud Light, Miller Lite, Nip Lite. Let me know your thoughts about it. And we love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic day. And I'll catch you later. Hey guys, Kev here. And I have the Nip Lite. This is our budget nip. And I have the Hawkbill version. We are going to adjust the blade shape a little bit, so it's a little more of a recurve, a little more aggressive. They kind of messed it up a little bit with the prototype, but we'll get a good idea here. And then this is the aluminum. Don't mind these marks. That's from the clip. We're going to have a piece of plastic under there from now on. So I'm mostly just looking at the scale, and I've carried this now for, you know, today, but it doesn't have any scratches or anything. I feel like the other one, the growler we did in aluminum, scratched up real quick. This seems to be more durable. They told us that too, so we'll keep testing it. But I wanted to cut some stuff, show you how this blade performs. So let's see. All right, so get some cardboard so I can cut it. Yeah, I mean, it feeds, right? It feeds right into it with that. But I think if we had a little bit more recurve on there, so that's what I'm doing, catching that choil. So I gotta start a little bit further out and get a better corner. If I hold it like normal, there we go. Yeah, feels great. Let's try some these kind of cuts. I mean, that's literally what this is made for, right? To use that tip, penetrate, and slice. I mean, pretty much perfect for that. Can you see this? Yeah, so I'll try to cut a door out or something. Now, not that you can't use the stock blade shape for this. It'll work great for this too. We just wanted to have a Hawkbill, and I think it's cool for the most part for people who aren't too worried about sharpening. Or if you just have like a ceramic rod you could use to hone it, you know, I think it would do fine, especially with a 154 CM. It's not like too low grade of a steel. It's going to hold an edge for a while. Let's see, we got the rope. Let's try the rope. All right. So the rope. Now this is actually in D2 because it's the prototype. I guess the edge would be slightly thicker, right, than the normal blade shape because it's going to be technically shorter. I don't know. But that hook kind of catches shit at the end and finishes it off, if you know what I mean. So even though I feel like I'm kind of slipping out, at the end, it just grabs it. I guess that's literally what it's supposed to do because it is curved. So it's sliding and then bang, just hooks it. And then let's see, let's try like a, or try the tip. I mean, it's cutting it, it's just not clean. There we go. More of a drag cut through. I think the other blade shape would do better with this kind of cut, but you can do it there, you can see it. Zip tie, let's try this one. This was the one that we had a little bit more luck with. So yeah, it slides. Let's see if it catches it on this. That's pretty cool, dude. that it literally just grabs at the last... Oh. It literally just grabs it at the last second there with that hook. Slides and then grabs it. Oh, I didn't push that time, but... Okay, let's try that again. No. Oh, okay. Might struggle with this one then. This was the one that was chipping edges and shit. Looks good still. So yeah, it really slides. I mean, it got it. It just might take, yeah. I really want to try zip tying something and then cutting it instead of holding the zip tie, but because normally I would do this and kind of curve in, right? Oh, it shaved it. Look at that. Instead of just yanking on it. But you see how it runs it to the end of the blade, and then that tip is just supposed to do the work. Yeah, it's hanging in there. But because of that, it's not getting super clean on this. Like, it's cutting it, so I probably will finish it off here. Nope. But, I don't know. Interesting. So maybe this blade shape isn't the best for that kind of a cut. It's really good for, you know, Amazon boxes. That's literally, you know, kind of the point of this knife, is to be a good box cutter. Get you into a box, right? And cut cardboard as well. But that tip really does a lot of work. Yeah. All right, there you go. Let me know what you guys think. Love to hear your thoughts on Hawkbills in general, and your thoughts on this one, and anything else you want to let me know. Let me know if you're excited about the Nip Lite. We're hoping to get these in and drop them somewhere around $100. It might be $100 after code or something, but should be right there, I'm hoping. It is aluminum and 154. Yeah, we'll see, but that's the goal. I love it. I love this design. So, hope you guys have a great day. Peace.